Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. So we've got a new project kicking off in the workshop, this homologation special Ford Racing Puma. Now the owner of this Puma is an absolute enthusiast. He's been collecting parts of this restoration for over a decade. And we're going to make this probably one of the best Pumas in the country. The car itself is in really good condition, and as you can see from the underside here, it's really not bad at all. A lot of Fords suffer from corrosion and this one has been kept very well. You can see a bit of ginger just starting to come in some of the gaps there.
Started to go a little bit crusty. And then on this side, but there is this gap all the way along here. The usual underseal body treatment starting to peel off where water has got underneath it. So we've caught this exactly at the right time.
Now it's not uncommon to see corrosion just starting to come through where seam sealer is, where there's joins in the metalwork, all the areas where water likes to sit, and over time just work away at the metal. So I discovered a bit more on the boot floor.
And also up here on the top of the turret.
And I would think the same in this corner as well. Yeah, so we'll have to get on top of that then. First job then really is we're going to stick the new fuel pump in and see if we can get it started. To get access to the fuel pump, we've got to first remove the fuel tank, drop it down, and then we can replace the old unit with the new one. Bit of a helping hand from Steve to get the tank back in. Right, so I've just heard the unmistakable sound of a car starting in the workshop, so I think Nick has cracked it.
Okay, well it wouldn't start outside last night, so we checked all the fuses as you do, and relays, etc. Found the fuel pump fuse had blown, replaced it, tried to start it, blew straight away again, hence why we changed the fuel pump. The fuel pump was seized solid, blowing the fuse. So we've changed the fuel pump this morning, replaced the fuse for the second time.
Well, that works. So with the Puma now up and running, we can start removing some of the bodywork. When we do a restoration like this, we like to be as thorough as we can. Part of that stage is cleaning off any debris and contamination that's already on the bodywork. So rear bumper off, headlights out, front bumper off. Then we can put it back on its wheels and take it up to the top yard for a wash. So Monday morning and Project Puma is up the top ready to be washed. Normally we would steam clean a car like this, but this one is actually pretty tidy underneath, so a bit of TFR and a going over with the pressure washer should be all that this one needs. So I don't know if you could see it then, but this car had a kind of black Schutz Stone Guard product put on the underside of it towards the rear, which it wouldn't have had from the factory. It would have been a different colour, more of like a grey colour. But the TFR and the jet wash is just lifting that straight off, so makes our life a bit easier when we get back into the workshop.
With the underbody wash complete, that's right, you guessed it, back on its wheels, back into the workshop. With the car back on the ramp, you can really see just what a great job the jet wash does of washing any dirt and contaminants off the bodywork. It's important to get the wheel arch liners out, the heat trace down, the exhaust off, and as much bodywork as possible before you start this. The fuel tank removed and all the rear suspension out, we can really see just what we're working with. That black stone chip product has been really softened up by the jet wash. On the whole, this car is in really great shape with only a few areas of surface corrosion that we really need to get into.
Well, I think we'll park this episode here for now. The car is all wrapped up, ready for the bodywork to start, and hopefully by the end of next week we'll be a bit further along and into the real meat of it. See you then.